Have you ever felt as if you were trapped by invisible chains, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, all because of an emotional attachment? Now, imagine the freedom of releasing those chains, of walking lightly, focused only on what truly matters. In today's video, we're going to discover how to transform attachment into strength and freedom, guided by the wisdom of the ancient Stoic philosophers. Get ready for a profound journey that will transform the way you see the world and your own emotions. Let's explore together the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, and learn the art of detachment with balance and serenity. If you're ready to take the first step toward a fuller and more focused life, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Detachment in practice. To let go of past experiences, you must truly be willing. Letting go of relationships that no longer make sense is like releasing a rope you're gripping so tightly that your hands hurt. But still, you hesitate, afraid of what might happen if you let it go. Let me tell you something. Letting go does not mean falling. Often, it means you can finally stretch out your hands and grasp something even better. I myself had to learn this the hard way. I clung to a comfortable relationship because it felt safe, not realizing that I was closing the door to a much greater happiness that was knocking at my door. And here's another truth. The fear of missing out is a trap. It's like watching everyone else's highlight reels on social media while you think you're falling behind. But that's not real life. It's just a filtered image, curated to show a perfect moment. When you stop scrolling through everyone else's stories and start living your own, the fear of missing out completely loses its grip on you. Not knowing every detail of someone else's life doesn't mean you're missing out. It means you are fully present in your own life, creating moments that belong exclusively to you. The attachment to a false image of happiness makes detachment almost impossible. You see others living their best lives and fear that you're falling behind, that you'll never have what they have. But remember, the grass only looks greener from a distance. It's an illusion of perfection that steals the joy from your own life. It's like running on a treadmill trying to catch a hologram. No matter how fast you go, you'll never reach it, because it's not real. Detachment isn't about giving up on happiness. It's about redefining it on your own terms. So, to detach emotionally, follow this Stoic principle. Focus on what is within your control, your thoughts, your actions, your growth. It's empowering to realize that no one's opinion, no past relationship, not even a brilliant, filtered life on social media, has the power to define your worth or your happiness. This awareness is your armor. It allows you to move forward without unnecessary attachments, free to experience life in all its unpredictable glory, open to genuine and rewarding connections that are waiting just around the corner. Remember, letting go is not an end. It's a bold step toward the life you truly deserve. The power of detachment. Why is detachment so important? When we cling excessively to people or situations, we allow them to control our emotions. It's like handing over the remote control of our feelings to someone else, letting them change the channels at will. That power over us can influence our happiness, our sadness, and in extreme cases, lead us to make decisions we would never make in a more balanced state of mind. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring, but rather that you give the right weight to things outside of your control. Think of your emotions as a ship anchored in a port. If it's held down by too many anchors, it won't be able to sail freely across the vast ocean. But if you start lifting those anchors one by one, your ship will be able to set sail and explore new opportunities, new horizons. Stoicism teaches us exactly that, to lift those unnecessary anchors and navigate life with confidence and agility. Let's get more practical. Start by identifying who or what you're excessively attached to. Then ask yourself, why am I seeking validation? Am I afraid of loneliness? Or is it something else? Understanding the root of your attachment is the first step to regaining control. Now, engage in activities that give you a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Practice gratitude, meditate on your priorities, and remember, true growth comes from within. By focusing on your personal development and well-being, you'll find that the need for external approval diminishes. Detachment allows you to value your own achievements and find joy in the little things. Over time, you'll become more resilient, capable of facing challenges with serenity and confidence. The journey of detachment is continuous, but with each anchor lifted, you get even closer to emotional freedom and true inner peace. Sail bravely across the vast ocean of life, knowing that you have the power to decide your own destiny. Understanding attachment. When we become attached to something, it's usually our ego that's in control. At our core, we are beings of love. Think of a newborn baby, radiating joy, untouched by the complexities of the ego. But as we grow older, the ego takes over, filling our lives with attachments. These attachments, whether to people, ideas, or status, cloud our judgment and distract us from our true essence, love. Remember, attachment is a game of the ego, the very antithesis of love and self-sufficiency. If we take a step back and look at our desires and connections through this lens, we begin to see the unnecessary weight they add to our lives. Now, imagine a life lived from a place of love, not ego. Imagine the freedom of not desperately clinging to outcomes, people, or status. Living from love allows you to trust in abundance, to genuinely believe that what is meant for you will find its way. This isn't wishful thinking, but a deep belief in your personal worth and capabilities. This mindset empowers you to let go, to recognize that attachments are merely anchors, limiting the vast ocean you are meant to explore. To begin shedding these anchors, recognize attachment for what it is, a product of your ego, seeking security and validation. Then, shift your perspective. Understand that your worth is not tied to that attachment. Your essence, your core, is enough. This understanding doesn't happen overnight. It's a deliberate practice, a conscious choice to prioritize your inner peace over external validation. Finally, embrace the concept of abundance. When you let go of the fear of loss, the universe finds a way to reward you with more than what you left behind. Detachment doesn't mean you care less. It means you understand better. It means staying true to your essence, letting love guide you, instead of fear. The journey toward detachment is transformative. It's about shedding the ego to uncover the resilient, love-filled soul underneath. It's about moving forward with lightness, free from the burdens of attachment, ready to receive new blessings, with open arms and a steadfast heart. The illusion of the ego. Sometimes, our ego makes us believe that we are not good enough, or that the grass is greener on the other side. This leads us into a trap. We become emotionally attached to others, seeking validation. This misconception often causes us to idolize people, placing them on a pedestal, as if they possess something unattainable. However, when reduced to our essence, in critical moments of life, we realize that no one has a special pass. We are all equally vulnerable, equally human. It is crucial, then, to confront this illusion head-on, to see it for what it is, a mirage, and to not allow it to distort our perception, neither of ourselves nor of others. Let's talk about self-confidence and inner healing for a moment, shall we? Reminding yourself that you are amazing, special, and unique is a healthy practice for building self-esteem and nurturing your inner self. However, this mindset doesn't mean seeing others as inferior or separating yourself from the collective human experience. Instead, it's about recognizing that, although each of us has unique paths, no path is inherently superior to another. Our stories are threads, interwoven in the grand tapestry of life, each as significant as the next. Now, about attachment, especially in relationships, it's easy to fall into the scarcity mindset, fearing the loss of someone unique and irreplaceable. This thought pattern is a direct product of our ego, whispering lies of scarcity and limitation. In truth, practicing emotional detachment is not about denying feelings or becoming indifferent, but about embracing the abundance of the universe and our capacity to love. It's about recognizing that, while someone may be special to us, our completeness does not depend on their presence. This realization frees us from attachment based on fear, allowing us to love freely without desperately clinging. Finally, resonating with Stoic philosophy, it is valuable to practice seeing every individual, including ourselves, through a lens of equality. Everyone we meet, everyone we could lose, plays a role in our journey, just as we play a role in theirs. But no role is indispensable. By internalizing this, we cultivate a profound emotional strength that prepares us to face life's uncertainties with grace. The Stoics taught us the importance of focusing on what we can control, our perceptions, actions, and will. By applying this to relationships and detachment, we find a path to genuine peace and resilience, letting go of the illusions cast by our ego and embracing the liberating truth of our shared humanity. The path to happiness. Where does true value come from? This is a question that, when answered, can move us away from unnecessary attachments and lead us to a state of emotional freedom. Understanding this concept is particularly crucial when the challenge is to detach from someone, a process deeply rooted in the principles of Stoicism. It's not about cutting ties with malice or indifference, but about recognizing that the deepest form of companionship you will ever have is the one you cultivate with yourself. True value, it seems, comes from within, from your character, your wisdom, and how you treat others. It's easy to think that happiness is locked in the presence of another person in our life, that our value increases with their approval or decreases with their neglect. However, this mindset chains us, reducing our vast potential to the whims of another. Like a bird believing it needs a cage to fly, we limit our emotional skies. Imagine instead realizing that the sky has always been open, just waiting for you to spread your wings on your own terms. That self-sufficiency is liberating. It teaches us that our worth does not fluctuate with the opinions or presence of others. Detachment, therefore, is not an act of pushing someone away, but of drawing closer to ourselves. By focusing on personal growth, becoming the best version of who we are, we shed the weight of attachment. It's like tending a garden. You wouldn't beg a single flower to grow. You care for the soil, water the plants, and trust the natural process. By focusing on self-sufficiency, we cultivate a garden that flourishes regardless of who chooses to walk through it or admire its beauty. That cultivation becomes a source of happiness that is independent, resilient, and deeply rewarding. So, how do we walk this path of emotional detachment? It begins with understanding that you are complete with or without someone's affirmation. Your journey is about discovering the vastness of your own sky, learning to love the freedom that comes from flying solo. When you embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and focus on what is within your control, your thoughts, your actions, your growth, you realize that it doesn't mean closing your heart or ignoring love and connection. It means anchoring yourself emotionally on the solid ground of your being. Remember, your self-worth is not a puzzle missing a piece from someone else. It is a masterpiece, complete as it is, but open to adding even more beauty from the world around you. You've made it this far, and that shows how determined and courageous you are. The journey of detachment is a path of transformation, and you are walking it with incredible inner strength. Every step you take toward emotional freedom is proof of your ability to grow, to evolve, and to become the best version of yourself. Always remember, you are the anchor of your own life, and no one else can control your emotions or your destiny. By letting go of attachments that no longer serve you, you are making space for new possibilities, new adventures, and an inner peace that few ever attain. You deserve to live a full life, filled with joy, purpose, and genuine connection. By applying these lessons of Stoicism and detachment, you are not only transforming your own life, but also inspiring those around you to do the same. Never underestimate the power you possess. You are resilient, wise, and full of potential. Continue firmly on this journey, knowing that every act of detachment is an act of self-love and courage. Thank you for being here, for dedicating yourself to this journey of self-discovery, and for being a constant inspiration. You are extraordinary, and the world is a better place with your light. Move forward with confidence, and know that true freedom and happiness are always within your reach. If you found value in this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring videos like this one. Share this video with friends and family, who might also benefit from these powerful lessons. We want to hear from you. Leave a comment below, sharing your reflections and insights on detachment. And to show that you are truly committed, comment the following phrase: I am ready to sail freely. Your participation is essential so that we can continue creating content that makes a difference. Until next time, and remember, true transformation begins within you. Let's continue together this journey of growth. You can achieve everything you desire because within you resides an indomitable strength and an unbreakable spirit. And never stop believing in your own power and worth. See you soon.